All right, so Detective Jen. Now we need a backstory on Jen. So let me tell you guys something. All right. So what I was thinking about when I was watching this, Brian and Howard are pretty much the same. Jen and Burke are pretty much the same, except for Howard didn't smash Burke. But remember, Jen was fucking with Brian. But Brian also has wait, wait. Howard was messing with a tutu. Who was Brian was messing with Jen. Golly, man. Listen, if you were a detective in the 90s, the late 80s and the 90s, and you were bald headed, that had to be the worst job you could have, bro. Think about it. Brian and Howard are so similar to each other, except for Howard was a goddamn sleazeball. This nigga Brian was at least trying to make some shit happen. But being a detective back in the 80s and the 90s was ruthless. Now, we're talking about Jen, and the only reason we're talking about Jen is because we all know that Jen learned from who? Jen learned from this nigga, Detective Brian. When's the first time we see Jen? Okay. Let us get officially. Who is this gentleman? Who is this gentleman? Give me the name. Give me the name. Give me the name. What is his name? What is his name? What is this gentleman's name? Howard died saving his family. That's effed up, Mo. Man, Howard died saving his family, but Howard messed up his family messing with a minor. So you forgot about that part, and you remember, hey, allegedly, because we ain't got no paperwork. They still swear we ain't got no paperwork on Rock, but we don't need no paperwork because I heard her ass. They still be trying to tell Mo, well, we ain't heard nothing on Rock, man. You're just speculation. Mo, you ain't got no real information. Then how the fuck did I get this? How the fuck did this drop on my desk if I ain't got real information? How the fuck did I get this if I ain't got real information? I got the paperwork. They talking about Mo. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so this is Timmons. Now, if you remember Timmons, Timmons was always the hater. Now, Detective Brian, of course, he was in the streets. And the thing about Detective Brian was he knew everything because he was working directly with Meech. Now, Timmons didn't really have any information. He was more like, so you know when you go to work and you just sitting back, like today I'm at work, right? I'm trying to watch BMF, right? I'm trying to watch the episode. Coworker come over, hey, you forgot to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. So I pause BMF, right? I look over at them, and I go back to what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to watch this BMF episode. If you don't get the fuck out of my face. So they trying to talk to me about some bullshit. They acting like Timmons. And the reason I say they acting like Timmons is because we find out that Detective Jim, but before we get to Detective Jim, we got a couple of questions. We forgot about the questions for this week. Wait, whoa, whoa. We got some trivia for this week. Yeah. Okay. I forgot. We got some questions for the evening. No, not no woman, no cry, but so we got tonight, we got where is Kevin? What is the D? Pause. Who is the coffee for? Markeisha is where? Where is Kevin? Where is the D? I mean, what is the D? Pause. Who is the coffee for? Markeisha is where? What is low rent? So those are the questions for the evening. Those are the questions for the evening. I forgot all about those. We had an hour 45. So y'all got them now. Y'all got them now. Where is Kevin? What is the D? Pause. Who is coffee for? Markeisha is where? What is low rent? Now, let's get back over to Detective Jen. Now, Detective Jen is sitting here and she's looking at Timmons. And she's like, man, this nigga Timmons, man, fuck. Fuck. He looking at her and she looking at me. You know what I mean? Now, y'all fellas, to all my brothers, y'all know how it is when you out there and you scoping around and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You done got fresh as hell. You looking across the room. Now, if I was looking across the room and I seen Detective Jen looking at me like this, I'm thinking Detective Jen think a nigga fly as hell. I'm thinking Detective Jen want to holler at a nigga. But if I work with Detective Jen and she looking at me like this, I'm thinking Detective Jen is like, man, she about to tell on me. So when you looking at Detective Jen, look how she looking. I'm like, damn, she feeling the nigga. What y'all think? If Detective Jen is looking at you right now, let's say you are Timmons and she looking at you right now, are y'all fucking with it or what you thinking? She looking at you like she trying to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? She trying to be sexual seduction, or she looking at you like, nigga, I'm trying to arrest you. Candy said Jen is plotting. Oh, my dog Ann said I'm smacking out at the old motel. Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? Maybe I will leave you my room key. I'm really I'm really feeling the way you're carrying yourself. Then I wanna give it you cause you's a cutie. So if you wanna come to my hotel, all you gotta do is holler at me. We're having a after party. Checking out 6 in the morning. See, they don't like kills, but man, that was a classic ass line. But I was singing it to adults, not to minors. Smooth says suspicious. Suspicious, my bad. Suspicious. Suspicious. Rochester Juvenile Detention Center. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. You know, all of my questions, they are on the screen. If you can see them on the screen, then that's what the answer is. But Detective Jen is looking at Timmons. Timmons is over here flexing. Belicia said, no more sips. Nah, there ain't no sips. We drinking right now. We finishing up. Well, you got to remember, this is Detective Jen. So you got to remember, anytime, well, not anytime. I can't say anytime, but 93% of the time, fellas, if you knocking something down, even if you fuck up, you can come back and continue to knock it down. Now, Detective Jen was just looking at Timmons. She don't fuck with Timmons. She ain't ever throw that monkey at Timmons, so she don't really give a fuck about what Timmons got going on. But we know that her and Bryant, she was letting that nigga knock down. Now, we ain't seen her fuck with no other niggas since Detective Bryant. So Detective Bryant shows up and he's like, man, my son's about to go to juvie. So she's sitting there like, well, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be suspended. Now, the reason she's upset about that is because she got suspended. But if she didn't get suspended, she would still be throwing that monkey all up over Brian. But Brian is like, listen, my son got jammed up. They about to send him to juvenile because I don't have a lawyer. She's talking about, man, they done took me off the Drano. Now, remember, Drano was the drug. Now, we found out that Blaze, we haven't seen Blaze, but we were the first people to break down who Blaze was. That's Christopher B. Duncan, aka Braxton. So we know who he is. And if you watch my trailer breakdown for episode 2, I'm going through all of it. So we're ahead of everybody. And this ain't us cheating with like a script or anything. We're just taking the knowledge and all the information that's provided. Now, Detective Jen, she's talking to Brian like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be suspended. But she's not talking bad to him. That right there is an indicator that, hey, you fucked up. But if you present yourself correctly, you can still get your end. Because she's not fucking with a nigga like Timmons. So he's like, you miss me? And when he said you miss me, she kind of, you know what I'm saying, didn't say nothing. She kind of got defensive. Now, you know, that's typical. But she's saying, well, Meech and Terry, they're free. He's like, yeah, man, that's fucked up. And my son's about to be facing juvenile detention center. I got to do what I can. She said, oh, well, you'll figure it out. So she went from being aggressive with him and mad that she got suspended to, oh, you'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, huh? I'm gonna figure something out, all right? I'm sorry, y'all, man. I gotta get emotional when I'm doing these lives, man. I'm thinking about my. I apologize, y'all. Give me a second. Detective Jen, I'm just thinking about my son right now. I know me and you, we ain't seen eye to eye in the last couple of months, but we had a good thing, and I haven't worked with anyone that understood me like you did, and if I lose you, I don't know how I will function. Yeah, they suspended me, but what we had was good, and I just want you to know, like, you're always gonna be in my heart, and I'm always gonna be in forever debt for you because I know you looked out for me when we was on the force, and I know I'm suspended right now, but if you find it in your heart, just I mean, you can come by. You can come by when you get off. I'll be at the house. I ain't gonna be doing nothing. I'm suspended. My son, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's my next move. Meech and Terry are living the perfect life, and I'm trying to figure out what's next for my son. They're trying to give my son life to juvenile facilities. Now Detective Jen is talking about, oh, Brian, it's okay. You're gonna be okay. Hey, Brian looking out the side of his eye like, sometimes you gotta play the game. Sometimes you gotta play the game. See, y'all didn't know where I was going. So what I was doing was telling y'all what Detective Brian got to do to get Jen back on his side. He got to talk about my son is going to jail. They suspended me. Now she feeling sorry for you because she didn't already do that thing on you, so she comfortable with you. Now you didn't got it right back where you want. Now, now you got to do the Michael Jackson. When you leave up out of here, there's only one thing you can do. You got to do the Michael Jackson. And if y'all don't know what the Michael Jackson is, I'm gonna show you exactly what the Michael Jackson is. Now at this point, Detective Brian got her exactly where he wants her. Exactly where he wants her. Just like the thriller video. Detective Brian got Jen exactly where he wants her. Remember at the end of the thriller video, Michael Jackson scared her for her to want to be next to Michael Jackson for that protection. You remember Michael Jackson turned around? Detective Brian got her exactly where he wants her now. Oh, I'm sorry about Kevin. I don't think he deserves this. This nigga, hey, listen, fellas, you play your cards right. I'm gonna get you right back where you need to be, man. Listen, I've been in the game for 22 years. I've been effective for 22 years. Now, I'm not all the way in the game right now. Every now and then I stick my pinky toe in the water to test the water out, but I'm going to get you exactly where you need to be. If you follow these simple steps, you too can be in the game. You can't get out of the game. You can't win. You can't get out of the game. Disclaimer, we're not telling y'all to take nothing. We just saying use what you got to get what you want. Yeah, we didn't put the green back on. We out here now. All right, this is still Detective Jen. So for Detective Jen in this moment, she's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. She's mad at Brian because Brian got her suspended. Now, from there, Detective Jen meets Detective Ambrose. Now, I asked you guys a question, and the question is, who is the coffee for? In Detective Ambrose, did they say that Ambrose's father is a councilman, or is Detective Ambrose's father a city? Like, what was Ambrose's father? Was it a councilman, or was he like a mayor or something? I think it was like, what was her father? Because she said she ain't talking to him no more. No, so Aunt, she is a detective. She's a detective. Her name is Detective Ambrose, but she had a father that was either a councilman or like was it city council? I don't think he was a councilman. I think he was city councilman. You can't get out of the game. Nah, her dad wasn't. Her dad was like a city councilman or something, because she said it was nepotism, and that's how she got fast tracked to being a detective. Give me a hot second, man. You know I'm gonna go back and find it. Yeah, let me. I'm trying to get the audio so we can make sure exactly what he was. Councilman, city council. All right, that's what I swore I heard, but you know me, man. I don't be paying no attention, because if I didn't say he was on like city council or something, I was just gonna be like, "Hey, man, what y'all think? What y'all think the daddy was?"
Welcome to.
Start by thinking I can act.
Let me mute that real quick.
Any relation to Councilman Emberson?
Councilman. All right, so councilman. So it is councilman. All right. So her dad is councilman. So she has the connections. She got the right people in the right positions. So she got people in high, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess for me, I look at it at this. Like, if I'm qualified for something, okay, holla at your boy. Now, my parents, like the career path that I went down, neither one of my parents would be able to get me any kind of nepotism. My pops was in the military. My pops was he was also a captain. My mom, she was a paralegal for one point, and then she did leases for like Hallmark. So, hey, whenever you mail off cards, well, not now. My mom is retired. So if y'all gonna send me a card, it don't matter what card it is. But up until April of last year, I would not open any cards. If you sent me like American greetings, if you sent me some bullshit from some other place, if it wasn't a Hallmark card, I would not open your card. I only opened up Hallmark cards because my mom worked there, and I wanted to make sure my mom always kept a job. Now, my mom didn't do anything with the cards. I am in 3 Hallmark cards, 2 mahogany cards, and 1 regular Hallmark card. I'm in 3 cards over at Hallmark, but these are like 2014, 14, 15, and I think 17. But yeah, when my mom was actually working before she retired, if it wasn't a Hallmark card, I'm not opening. Like, I'm all disrespectful. Like, nah, nigga, don't send me no shit unless it's Hallmark, because that's where my mama work at. But I would have never ever got nepotism from none of my parents. I did bioenvironmental work. Neither one of my parents know shit about that career field. So for me, it was like, man, I was really on my own, thugging it. All right, bro. Hey, bro, let me finish up Jen, and I'm gonna bring you up, bro, and then we'll take a character. All right. So Jen meets Detective Ambrose. Ambrose, she got high power family members, councilmen. Now I know everybody been telling me to run for councilman. I'm not in the States anymore, but I should have done it while I was in California. But I definitely wasn't the one, because they only vote for like white guys in the area that I live for. And, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't really they wasn't really out going out voting this shit. But Ambrose is saying, listen, I'm really about that life. Now, her and Ambrose, they talk to old boy. Now Timmons is saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go and follow what the hell, K9. K9 is my dog. Like, out of all the characters, K9, that's my dog, man. I brought him on the channel. We interviewed K9, so my loyalty is to K9. But K9 got the snitching, and that was where I was like, damn, man, that's kind of fucked up, because you was my nigga. You know what I mean? You was the nigga with the work, and I was fucking with you. Pause on the fucking with you, but I was working with you. But then he got to telling at the end of the episode. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck, man? So it kind of got us in a mixed up situation because we still fuck with Meech and we treat like Miss Lucille as Mama Meech. We still look at her like that's our mom too. But we was fucking with K9, but then K9 got to tell him, well, Ambrose, you can tell that she's not on with no bullshit. She just said that my dad is a councilman, but I don't talk to my dad. I don't talk to my mom. None of that. I want to be a police officer. And if you remember, these detectives don't make that much money. Back in the 90s, they probably made like 50,000, 60,000. Now, detectives in the modern day, they might make like 100. But back in the day, 50, 60,000, which is still a lot of money compared to like the cost of living. But she's saying, I don't give a fuck about what my family got going on. I'm not talking to him. I want to do the right thing. So from there, Jen and her, they got to be on the goddamn lookout for whatever the hell is cracking. They got to go talk to Markeisha. Now they go and talk to Markeisha, and this is one of the reasons right here. This scene right here is one of the reasons why I rated the episode a 7 or 7.5, because I felt like this was just pointless and stupid. But they show up and they're talking to Markeisha. Now Markeisha just woke up out of coma. Oh, hello. Detective Jen talking about, listen, we're here to talk to you. We know your baby daddy, your husband, is Boone. We know that your bae is Terry. And we know that there's a shootout and all of this happened from them. Just tell us anything you can or anything you know about Boone. She's like, huh? And then Detective Ambrose is talking about, really? You're not going to tell us nothing? You got kids. And then we hear fucking probably one of the worst lines we ever heard in anything that 50 put out. This is no shade to you, Lala, because I know you're single now. Holla at your boy. This is no shade to my nigga 50, because my nigga 50 fuck with you, Lala, and he trying to put you in the game, but I gotta keep it real. They said, is the D that good? She said, it's worth every inch. I said, pause on all of that inch shit. But nigga, why are we talking about this? This is BMF. We don't give a fuck about what you think about this nigga that is 17 years old and you throwing that monkey on this nigga and you got to. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't give a fuck, Lala. I said, ain't no way she just wrote every inch. Like, hey, yo, we don't want to hear that. The nigga 17 years old, man. We know the legal age in Michigan is 60. We don't want to hear that shit. So when I seen this scene right here, this is where I said, there's no way I could put this shit over a 7.5, bro. This was the scene right here that deterred me from giving this shit an 8. This right here, the nigga 17. I said, there's no way I get, like, Lala, no disrespect to you, because this is what they wrote for you, but I said, there's no way. Miss Zoe said he's been 17 for 10 years. He's only been 7. This is the same. This no. Whoa. Season 3, there's no time jump. There's no time jump in season 3. This is about a month or a couple of weeks away from season 2. Meech went back to Atlanta and he just now opened up shop. There's no time jump. This is right after season 2. There's no time jump. I know somebody says season 3 is a time jump. No. Let's get this straight. If there was a time jump, Meech would have already been established down there. Meech would have already went to Greenie. This is only like either like a week or 2 weeks away from what happened in season 2. This is not a time jump. This is not a time jump. If it was a time jump, Meech wouldn't be talking about getting half of the 500 bricks that they just got. Remember, season 2, they got 500 bricks. If it was a time jump, Meech would have already had his 250. But who said We got to take his half down there. There's no time jump. The most that we got is a week, 2 weeks at tops. There's no time jump. There's no time jump. This is right after season 2. This is right after season 2. Matter of fact, hold on. I got it up right now. Let's see. Let's see what time they in. So that's Detroit 2007 when they got arrested. So Atlanta, they don't give us a timestamp. BMF. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'm on Stars right now. I'm looking for timestamps. Hold on. I'm about to give y'all all the information we need. All right. So there is no time jump, because if there was a time jump, that means Meech was living in Atlanta. Let's say, if y'all say it was a year, y'all saying Meech lived in Atlanta for a year with no work. That nigga Meech has always had work. But let's go ahead and do the facts. Let's do the facts before we get into anything. Let's do the facts. The Red Dog Unit, Atlanta Police Department, 1988, Atlanta chosen as the site for the Democratic National Convention, the DNC. 1989, the Red Dog Unit was established. 1989, 1989, not 1990, not 1991, not 1992, not 93, 94, 95, 96. These niggas was established 5 years before the Olympics. 5 years before the 1996 Olympics. They were established. So if we gonna go off the actual shit, 1989 is when the Red Dog Unit was established, according to the Atlanta Police Department. So we don't have a huge time jump. We don't have a huge time jump. The Meech even said in the episode, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and play it for y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Remember you, Clark? Hell, y'all won't, Hardy. You know what we want?
Hey.
Games. Wanting to present an illusion of being crime, and Atlanta won the bid to host it.
Better to do, nigga?
Then the Red Dogs to clean the streets. The Red Dogs were a police unit formed in the late 80s by PD Chief Eldrin Bell during Mayor Maynard Jackson's 3rd term in office.
Meech told y'all the Red Dog Unit was established in the late 80s. This was even before the Olympics. The only reason they ramped up was because of the Olympics. So going off of what Meech just told us, and we finding out from the Atlanta Police Department, 1989 is when they established. This is what, 7 years prior to the Olympics. The Red Dog unit was not established for the Olympics. These niggas was established 7 years prior to the Olympics. All I can do is give you the facts. Don't ever say that Mo is bullshitting you, because all I can do is give you the facts. And if you listen to what Meech said they was established in the late 80s. They didn't get the bid to the Olympics until like 91, 92. So I'm only going to give you the facts, and I'm only going to go off of that. So we don't have a time jump. We don't have a time jump. According to what Meech is saying, according to what's going on, and according to the Olympics, we don't have a time jump. We just don't. Because if we had a time jump, then that means Meech was in Atlanta with no work for what, a year, 2 years, when he had 500 bricks that got sent in because they negotiated that deal in season 2 behind K9's back. All I can do is tell y'all what I seen on the screen. So, hey, there's no time jump. This shit takes place within a week, 2, maybe a month, but there's no huge time jump. Everything that I'm telling y'all is factual, and it lines up with everything that is going on. That's all I can do is give y'all the facts. That's it. So don't come to me talk about, no, Mo, you wrong. I'm giving y'all the facts right now. We heard me say they was formed in the late 80s, and then they ramped it up for the Olympics. Right now, Atlanta Police Department.org says 1989 was when they were established. The Olympics, they didn't get that bid till 91, 92. So it's not a huge jump. It's not a huge jump. Maybe a month, a couple of months at the most. So don't come over here talking about Mo don't know what he's talking about, because let's listen one more time.
And these motherfuckers had a green light to violate our civil rights. Anytime, any place. I wasn't on their radar yet, but it was just a matter of time. Free city officials.
Nigga? Nah, fuck you, Stonewall. You got nothing better to do, nigga?
The Red Dogs were a police unit formed in the late 80s by PD Chief Eldrin Bell during Mayor Maynard Jackson's 3rd term in office. Red Dogs stood for...
I'm a historian. Don't come to my channel talking that shit unless you got the facts to back it up, because I'm going to give you nothing but the hard evidence. Yeah, you can say pause if you want to. I'm going to give you the hard evidence for the shit, because I back up everything that I talk about. Now, the Red Dog unit was established in 89, 7 years prior to the Olympics. They ramped it up during the years heading into the Olympics so they could clean up everything. Now, there's a thing called urban development, and I have a couple of, I got some information on the urban development, which happened with, there's a place called in Mobile, Alabama called, it's like Africa City or something like that. But that was, listen, I know all this shit. I do this shit for a living. I got all the facts. I got all the videos, got all the documentary. I got all the goddamn documentation. I do this shit. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Brilla, I'm gonna bring you up. Real quick. Where we got Jen. We got to finish up Jen's story. All right. Hold on. Hey, chill. All right, so we got Jen talking to Markeisha in the hospital, and this is one of the reasons why I went on my little tangent about why I felt like, man, this episode was like a 7.5, because the whole Markeisha situation is worth every inch. Like, man, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit, Markeisha. You gonna give us some information on that nigga Boone? What's up? Now, Detective Ambrose, she's new to the game, so we got to cut her some slack. She don't know. She green behind the ear. She just got on the job with Detective Jen. But let's remember, Detective Jen's been working with Brian, so she got a little bit of skin in the game. Now, from there, they go and find out that Saint is dead. Saint is unalive, right? So Saint is unalive. They find him on the couch. I'm not on the couch, but on the bed. Now, when they go in here, Detective Brian, not Brian, God dog it, Detective Jen is looking at it like, damn. Fuck. But what she sees is she observes the whole crime scene. Now you got to look outside the box, just like me. When I look at shit, I'm looking like, okay, let me look left, let me look right, let me look above, let me look below. But all of that, I won't say that I was doing that when I was younger. I only experienced that when I was in my job, my career field, environmental, because when I would go into the crime scenes, it was literally a life or death situation. So you had to have attention to detail. And that was always my thing. I'm like, man, let me look what's going on before they tell me to go do some shit before I take a sample, because I always want to know how can I get out of a situation. I always think the worst, and that's what humans do. We either think it's the worst or the best, but 9 times out of 10, it's typically in the middle where you'll just be able to get through it. But I have experience, and told you guys I had a depression moment. I got PTSD. So for me, when the pandemic happened, I was fucked up in the head. Suspicious packages, I used to have to respond to that shit. So I was fucked up in the mind, man. Like I never ever get right with that shit, even to this day. So when Detective Jen comes over here, she sees there's something down up under the pillows, up under the covers. So she tells Ambrose, who is the rookie, who is new to this, hey, go get the fingerprint detection kit. Now, when she goes over, we see her start to pick up some bricks. Now, the reason she's picking up these bricks, of course, we know that this is illegal. Taking shit from a crime scene, very, very illegal. But if shout out to my boy DeMarcus Vaughn says she's trying to take the bricks to replace the 2 bricks that had that fentanyl in it that Detective Bryant. You remember that was in season 2. They got finesse, and Detective Bryant had to figure out how he was going to cover for that. Now, Jen, she was mad at Bryant earlier in the episode, but we also found that when he was playing for the sympathy role, for her to feel bad for him because of her son getting locked up, all of this is the circle of life. All of this could come back, and it could also fall into place. Now, you know how it is. There's a lot of shit going on. Right now, we got a woman, a district attorney named Fani Willis, who's on the stand right now today. Well, she's not on the stand, but we're going to figure it out. Matter of fact, I'm actually tracking that because I want to see if she was bullshit. Now, allegedly, what Trump is saying is that she brought on old boy, said they were messing around. She was giving him money for an incentive to go ahead and prosecute this RICO trial against Trump. But that's neither here or there. We don't want to get into all of that. But I'm just saying, this is what goes on in real life. So for me, I'm watching, and I seen Detective Jen. She got a little bit of Detective Bryant in her blood. But that's because we know Detective Bryant was knocking her down in season 2. So everything that I was telling you guys earlier about how Detective Bryant could potentially get back in here, now we see her rubbing off on Jen because Jen is acting just like him. Now, the reason she's over here hiding bricks is because she got to fill in for bricks that was taken from Bryant. Also, Detective Ambrose, she doesn't know what's really going on. She doesn't know the ins and outs. She don't know who the major players are. She just following along with what Jen got going on. So if Jen can get the upper hand and start to manipulate her the same way that Bryant manipulated her, now we're going to see this cycle start to continue. But that's usually how it is until you get somebody that came from an outside agency to start to put their imprint on everything that's going down on the inside. Now, I know right now it sounds like I'm rambling, but everything I'm saying is going to make a lot of sense once we go further into the season. So when I relate back to this and I tell you guys, hey, I said this and this, then you'll be like, damn, okay, Mo, you was right. But right now, Detective Jen, we're looking at it as, okay, let's not look at the big picture. Let's look at what is happening in the moment. She's never confirmed that she's going to stay over in the spot. Hey, Mo, I'm going to stay over here. We're going to use your spot. This is going to be the hub. No. For all we know is Detective Jen, she's a good girl. Detective Jen, she's going to report everything to the law. She's going to report everything to put on the goddamn docket. So when we go to court, we can be like, okay, she found 3-4 bricks. But no, we find out Detective Jen is putting shit in her pockets. So for us, we looking at Detective Jen like, is she helping out Howard? I mean, not Howard, but Bryant. And if she is helping out Bryant, if you just backtrack maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, you heard Mo talking about, you already knocked her down. You can definitely knock her down again. Now, people were laughing at me. But if she brings this back to the original, hey, Mo and the crew, you know what I'm saying? They were messing around. This girl's messing with him. Then now we can start to put the blame all on her. But you see, Y'all laugh at me. Y'all look at me and y'all think I'm a joke. Y'all think because Mo drinks a little bit of Remy, Mo don't be knowing what's going on. But I'm actually an intelligent young man, and I actually remember a lot of shit. And I can connect the dots better than probably about 96% of the human race. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best, but what I am saying is if you give me a scenario, you give me some characters, I'll figure out what the fuck happened. Now, right now, what we're looking at is she even found some bricks. She's mad at Brian. She's mad at Brian, but she would also submit to Brian when Brian was saying, hey, I got a lot going on. My son's going to juvenile. Man, this shit's getting crazy, y'all. This shit's getting crazy. This is BMF. My name is Mo.J. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. If I said something to make you go, maybe this nigga might know what he talking about. Or if I said some shit like, he don't know what he talking about, but he talking some shit, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We on the way. We on the way. All right, come on. Detective Jen, they find the bricks. They get up out of there. Is that the end of Detective? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's Detective Jen's story right there. So do you guys believe that Detective Jen is dirty, or is she doing this for the bigger picture to try to figure out like if Brian is doing something, or if Meech and Terry is doing something? What do you guys believe is going on with Detective Jen in those bricks? Candy says she's plotting. I can see that. Damn. We started her 136. We almost at 2. Damn. All right. We got to pick this thing up, man. Y'all got us all on some BS. All right. We cool. Like, my whole thing is I like entertaining you guys. So are we all right with this time? Because we got we had 2 hours and 24 minutes. We got 2 characters out the way. We still got Meech, which is going to be about 40 minutes. We got Stacks, Greeny, Bryant, kinda. We got the relationship between the parents. So really only got like 4 to 5 characters. We good though? We good with this pace?